the suggestions you guys comment. So, keep them coming, Before we get started, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, as I just said, down below. And if you have your own spooky, scary story that you would like to share for me to read in a future video, make sure to email this email, which is also available in the description below. I'm officially going to wait until I've gathered enough stories to make a full-blown video instead of reading the story at the beginning of each video. So, please send me your stories. I would love to read them. Tonight's spooky, scary ask Reddit asks, what is the scariest conspiracy theory, if true? The first person says that a planet X is real, orbits like a comet, and so enters the solar system at infrequent intervals, and is home to intelligent life that's affected past human civilizations. The next person says that Ask Reddit questions about conspiracy theories are periodically posted by the government to measure how close the general public is to uncovering the truth. The next one says the entire universe was created all at once last Thursday. Your memories from before then also created last Thursday. Why did this one hurt my brain? I feel like the last Thursdayism theory is so dumb. The next person says that aliens are already here on the planet, and they aren't extraterrestrial beings, but extra-dimensional beings. This conspiracy is not mine. It actually comes from a guy who called in at a radio show some years ago, claiming to be a former employee at Area 51. The guy sounds very distressed and sounds like he's speaking some truth. A fellow Reddit user by the name of In Pursuit of Knowledge pointed this out in the comments with a link to the video of the radio show, which is where this conspiracy comes from. I should also point out that the guy called the radio show weeks later, claiming to be the Area 51 caller, saying that it was all a hoax, but apparently his voice didn't sound like the original caller at all. Yikes. Aliens are real. They've confirmed it. We know this. Elsagate freaks me the fuck out. Theory that those weird videos on YouTube with Spider-Man and Elsa are actually conditioning children to trust predators. I know that sounds really stupid, but holy shit, you have to read about it. It's crazy. And honestly, I think it's true, they say. I have never heard this one, but that freaks me out too. It's quiet in space because something incredibly evil and horrific is snuffing out advanced life once it starts colonizing other worlds. Be quiet or they'll hear you. We are all just code in a simulation being run up by a far more intelligent species who is trying to determine why humans died out a long time ago. They run the simulation to cover millions of years to pinpoint the moments where we went wrong and to learn why civilization crumbled to prevent the same fate for taking them or from taking them. When we die, our code is either terminated entirely or is repurposed into another life in a form of a digital reincarnation. Someone make a movie right now. That social media information gathering gathers so much data on your personality much, the more you tell about yourself. People are pretty predictable. There was a problem with Facebook AI being so good at predicting who was gay that it outed a lot of people before they came out to their families through ad suggestions, etc. But it finally figured it out. But it tries to figure out who you are little by little and then guides you toward a bubble and cluster you with others. That in turn engineers you to be someone who can be defined easily for advertising. The next one says, mattress firm is something more sinister and powerful than we could ever possibly imagine. Oh, the money laundering scheme that is going on. I know. Someone stupid commented, JFK's head just did that. The next person says that the government has a deal with aliens that they are allowed to abduct and probe us in exchange for technology. We would do that. We would. Another person had a JFK one and said that he was killed by the government because he didn't want to be their puppet. Another person commented saying, scarier theory, his head just did that, and Oswald missed. The next person says, oh my gosh, a Michigan one, that there's a small town in mid-Michigan that somehow consumes more power than Grand Rapids, Michigan. Why are they taking up that much power? And Grand Rapids is pretty much a city. What is going on there? Like, Grand Rapids population has to be at least 200,000 off the dome. So what is this little small town doing? Is that Hawkins? The town is Hemlock, Michigan, home of Hemlock Semiconductor. Hemlock, Michigan has a population of 1,585 people, and the Hemlock Semiconductor plant is the largest consumer of electricity in the state of Michigan. It is a joint venture of Dow Chemical Company, Corning Inc., and Shin-Etsu Chemical of Japan. Okay, this one is rough, so bear with me. So the common time travel question is, would you go back in time and kill baby Hitler? Well, imagine if that was you. To us in the current timeline, you would be a hero that killed someone truly evil before they had a chance to corrupt or endanger anyone. But to the people of that time, you are a monster. You are a baby killer. They couldn't exactly explain to people, I was sent to the future to kill this baby to save hundreds of millions of lives. No one would believe him, and they would just assume he was just some nutcase. Or maybe they're not allowed to tell anyone as per agreement with the future government. It makes you wonder for all the people through time that have been called monsters for killing babies. What if they were just some hero in the future trying to save us all, and they couldn't tell anyone either? This isn't a theory, but I think it's cool. You know how movies and shows always have this ancient alien race that came before us, and we're the new species. Well, technically, most likely that's wrong. We are near the beginning of the universe. If the universe was a person, we would literally barely be a cell, not even formed. In reality, we are the ancient species. We are the ones that came before. We are the ones some future civilization may see. Just a crazy thing to think about. Okay, this one's a long one, but it says, telling the story makes me uncomfortable even today, so I will tell it here. I don't know how much this story fits into this thread, but I've never had a platform that seemed appropriate to share it, so here we go. When I was 20, 14 years ago, I moved from Iowa to Boulder, Colorado with my best friend, Corey. We moved there during the month of August, and shortly thereafter I got a phone call from a number I didn't know. I answered it, and it turned out to be this girl who had attended the same high school as us, Ashley. Ashley had heard that Corey and I had just moved to Boulder, and she was calling because she too had just moved to Boulder to attend CU. She wanted to know She came with us to a party once, and I also remember us asking her for weed a second time, and her texting me back saying, "You guys just message me when you want weed, so no." After that, I don't think we talked to her again. Good thing it's legal now, you don't have that problem there. Fast forward to 3 to 4 years, Corey and I are back in Iowa. One night, I was out with a couple of people I'd gone to high school with, and I went to this dive bar called Thumbs. In the back of Thumbs, there's this single pool table, which is where my group went because we had planned on playing. We got to the pool table, and there's Ashley racking a set of pool balls. I was super surprised to see her there, so I walked right up to her and said something like, "Ashley, long time no see. What are you doing back here? Did you move from Boulder?" Ashley just stared at me for a second. "What?" So I repeated myself and say, "Did you move back from Colorado? I haven't seen you since we hung out in Boulder." She looked truly confused and then said, "What are you talking about? I never lived in Boulder." At this point, I thought she was fucking with me because I specifically remember hanging out with her more than once, so I laughed and was like, "You're fucking with me, right?" She shook her head no, and one of the girls I was with, who both knew us, actually overheard it and put it in to confirm that Ashley had lived in our hometown this whole time. I completely dropped the subject to save face, but the experience was so unsettling that it made me beeline for the front door. I walked out onto the sidewalk, pulled out my phone, and called Corey. I said, "Corey, do you remember when we lived together in Boulder and Ashley came over and hung out with us?" And Corey said, "No, man, that never happened." He was my best friend, so I knew he wasn't fucking with me. Plus, there was 0% chance he and Ashley ever talked to set something up like this. When I pressed the issue, he insisted that no one we had gone to high school with had ever moved out to Boulder, and that we certainly hadn't hung out with them. Since then, I've brought this up to Corey several times, and his position has never changed. To this day, I don't know what happened. I specifically remember hanging out with her. She wore a tie-dye t-shirt when she came over the first time, and we hung out with her multiple times. I remember it so clearly. I still have those memories, but apparently they never happened. Even though the timeline matches exactly, she would have graduated high school that year and moved to Colorado in August for school. I know that the human memory is super unreliable, but I'm sure that that's all this is. But that doesn't change that I'm absolutely 100% sure that this happened 14 years later, and I still stand by my story. Wrong as it may be. My goodness, that is crazy. During the Challenger accident from 1986, whenever the shuttle exploded, the ground crew had the astronauts' EKGs and vital scans. After the explosion, the astronauts were still alive. Theory has it that they were cognizant the entire time until they crashed into the ocean. I'm gonna do this cupped reading thing for a few more stories. Let me know how you like it. The dark forest theory. This explains the Freemi paradox, why we haven't seen any other advanced life forms despite the vastness of the universe. Other advanced life forms don't send out signals into the rest of the universe because they are worried that something more advanced and dangerous is going to find them first. There's another idea that other civilizations know there's something out there but don't send any signals because Civilization is an armed hunter stalking through the trees like a ghost, gently pushing aside branches that block the path and trying to tread without sound. Even breathing is done with care. The hunter has to be careful, because everywhere in the forest are stealthy hunters like him. If he finds another life, another hunter, angel, or a demon, a delicate infant to a tottering old man, a fairy or demigod, there's only one thing he could do: open fire and eliminate them. If you die by being beheaded, the last thing you might see is your decapitated body. Guys, it's almost time to go to bed. I hope you're sleeping by now. The last one I'm going to read, because I'm pretty sure my friend is about to pop up at my door. It says that you might be aware of everything happening to you during surgery. The anesthetics keep you from moving and causes you to forget. Hate it. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. Another one says, I saw a video about a theory of Grey Goop in which one day we invent micro-robots used to break down waste but could somehow evolve to consume all carbon-based organic matter. This would eventually lead them to consuming all life on Earth. I was mildly freaked out by this idea. It'd be the most horrifying means of extinction. It's scary that there are thousands of serial killers out there at any one given time who often just blend in with the rest of society and live normal lives. Many will never be caught. Not a theory, but it's true. Okay. I'm finished. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. And if you have your own spooky, scary story that you would like to share for me to read in a future full-blown video, make sure to email this email right here, which is also